Hello, welcome or welcome back. I think it's time to continue with the series we started about the neck and upper chest. More mobile, flexible, able to turn easier, just feel a lot better and at peace in ourselves, with our movements. Again, we will do this lesson in sitting, I suggest. And when you're ready to follow along, our first movement, like in the previous two lessons, is in sitting fairly upright and to turn the head, or what's inside the head, the nose, the tip of the nose, the eyes, a little bit towards the left, to orient our senses to the left. Feel how that is today, how you shift your weight, how much you can feel of yourself, how much you allow yourself to feel, to shift, to bring your nose over your left shoulder a couple of times, and then stay there, turn to the left somehow. How far do you choose to be turned to the left? Can you arrest there? Can you stop your movement, freeze there somehow, or stay mobile while looking to the left? What's there to see? What's going on there on the left side? How hard it is to maybe turn back and feel, okay, in the middle is so much easier. But then to the left again and see, can you hold that position a bit? The head turned to the left, maybe a little bit over your left shoulder, and then your arms relaxed. Maybe the arms relaxed to either side, and try to look down to the floor on your left side and see how you do that, to crane your neck over the tip of your left shoulder. What difference does it make if you have your hands on your laps, or in your lap, on your legs, or if you have your hands dangling down? Does that make a difference? To look over, down to the floor on your left side and up again, just a few times. This should be easy, everything easy. Comfort, condition, precondition for learning. And then so this maybe was the intro, and now the first trick. Lots of tricks in this series. So you're looking over your left shoulder, you peer down to the floor on the left. Hold this position, see if that stops your breathing. So that's our starting position. And then to make this easier, try to feel your right shoulder, the tip of your right shoulder, and try to lift your right shoulder, the tip of your right shoulder, while you keep looking to the left. So you're lifting your right shoulder and lowering your right shoulder. Can you do that without looking at your right shoulder? So you keep looking to the left, to the floor, but you're moving your right shoulder. That's the side where your back of your head is pointed at. So we can't see anything with the back of the head, but you can feel your right shoulder moving up, and hold it up there towards your right. There's only the back of your head. So the tip of your right shoulder towards the back of your head, and hold it there, hold it up, pull your right shoulder up towards the back of your head while you look down to your left, and let go again. What a trick, isn't it? Did you feel it right away? How lifting the right shoulder helps with glancing, craning your neck to the left. Take a short rest. We want to do this in a relaxed fashion. The mode of easiness. And then maybe try again. Turn your head to the left. Peer down to the floor on your left side, and start to lift your right shoulder up, up, up towards the back of your head and down again, and feel, observe, sense how this movement of your right shoulder, how you produce it, and how the movement of your right shoulder relaxes your neck in a way, your chest even, so you're able to glance more over. It's not just about more, but more relaxed, more soft, more at peace, easier. Where can you let go? What tension don't you need anymore? So you can pump your right shoulder, or you can move it very gently and slowly, floating up, rising, and then letting go again, sinking your right shoulder, slow, 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 sink your right shoulder. So that's two different qualities. Quality of being with yourself, of feeling, acknowledging yourself, accepting how everything works together. And then maybe again, a short rest, and just feel how your right arm is hanging down, your right shoulder is more relaxed now. In it. Beautiful, beautiful. If we allow ourselves to slow down, and then slowly, talking of slow, slowly turn your head to the right. Oh, and see if the turning of the head to the left is already easier, but we need to go to the right as well. So turn your head to the right. See, how is it? Turn your head to the right. Maybe your right side is easier than your left side. How is it to turn your head to the right? Keep your head turned to the right and start to crane your neck to look over to the floor on your right side. See how that is now, and then turn back to the center. One movement, another movement. So try again, turn your head to the right, see what pathway do you take with your head, the back of your head, with your nose, with your ears in relation to space. That was the point of the first two lessons in this series, and now we have this awareness of the head, three-dimensional awareness, when you hold your senses towards the right to observe what is it on the right, and then look down to the floor on the right and hold your glance to glance down to the floor on your right. So that's our starting position, and again start to move your left shoulder. This time it's left shoulder up towards, yes, it's the back of your head. And let go slowly and lift it slowly. And let go again. And we won't do this too long because it's quite a strong position. So come back to center. Instead of going for many repetitions, we go for many breaks and then another repetition. So after a short break in the center, turn your head again to the right, peer down, and again lift your left shoulder towards the back of your head. Slowly, 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 and feel how this lifting of your left shoulder allows for a different sitting position maybe, or how does it affect the middle of your chest, how you can bend your spine, how you can perceive your spine, your chest, how much more movement you have to side bend to the right. Always return to the middle again for a second, and then one more time to the right. And this time really observe how the lifting of your left shoulder affects the middle of your chest, where your chest bone is, or in between your clavicles. How the left side of your neck can lengthen when you lift your left shoulder and slowly, slowly, slowly let go again. Then come back to the center. Take a short break in the center. See what is different now, what has changed. Lots of things can change in a short time for the better. And then, again, turn your head to the left. See how it is to turn the head to the left now. Look down to the left side, and this time, not only lift your right shoulder, but pull your left shoulder down. So it's a pull down of your left shoulder towards the floor to look down on the left side and allow your right shoulder to rise. So it's really a side bending. You can point with your left hand down to the floor. So the left shoulder pushes down or pulls the nose down to the floor while the right shoulder lifts towards the back of your head. The back of the head escapes the right shoulder and your head can orient itself more and more towards the floor down on the left side. So play with this little seesaw movement up and down a little bit. Just a couple of times. Then try again. Take a rest and try again. How it starts to become your second nature, to not just think about where you want to look, but also be aware of your neck, your left shoulder, your right shoulder, the side bending of the upper part of your chest, which will have marvelous effects on standing and walking as well. You can use your hands to feel the side bending to the left, how far your chest is moving, in which details your chest is moving while you glance down to the floor. Push down your left shoulder, you rise your right shoulder. And then come back to the center. While we arrive more and more home, in a center position in ourself. One more time to the right. Turn your head to the right. This time push your right shoulder down to the floor while you look over your right shoulder. And while you allow your left shoulder to rise. So we add in more and more. Take short breaks as you need or continue as you desire, as you want. And with every time become more aware of your chest, of your ribs, of your clavicles, of your shoulder blades, of how you sit. With every repetition, add in more of yourself. And then a short rest again. in the middle. See how you feel, or maybe we want to take a short break at the backrest of the chair. Who invented the backrest? That was a good invention for taking short rests. Marvelous. Just sit back a little bit. And then we continue with a last variation. Come to sit upright again. Again, turn your head to the left. How that work now? Maybe your right shoulder can come forwards a bit. Everything can move together. You're one person. You move at once. Peer over your left shoulder down to the floor, our starting position, and then pull your right shoulder downwards with your right hand, reaching for the floor on your right while you keep looking to the left, and follow that pull of your right shoulder. The right shoulder pulls downward, the right shoulder pulls on your neck, pulls on the back of your head, which will make your head lift and your nose point towards the ceiling, because your right shoulder is pulling your head. And then stop pulling. And when you stop pulling, your nose is falling towards the left again, to the floor on the left side. Take a short break. Then we try the same movement again. So you have your head turned to the left, your nose down towards the floor on the left side, and we start with the right shoulder or the right hand reaching down to the right on the floor on your right. And because you pull your right shoulder downwards, it lifts your nose towards the ceiling and allow your left shoulder to rise and support this movement of your right shoulder. And down again. So did you understand this movement suddenly? So we turned the movement on its head, so to speak. One more time. You have your head turned to the left, look down to the floor on your left side. That's our starting position. And then the movement is to pull your right shoulder towards the floor on your right side. And you allow your left shoulder to come up. You allow your head to tilt so that the back of your head is pointing to the floor on the right side and the nose is pointing up to the ceiling. And you can do this a couple of times, faster or slower, smaller or bigger. How big can you go? To the left, can you already touch the floor on the left side? On the right side, not a requirement, just how easy it starts to be. And then come back to center. We don't want to overdo it. We want to stay in our comfort zone. We move a little bit. It's not a strenuous workout, not too strenuous. And then a last thing we need to do, the same thing on the right side. So turn your head to the right. Look over your right shoulder to the floor on your right side. That's our starting position. And then pull your left shoulder down, or reach with your left hand down to the floor on the left side. Pull, the left hand wants to go down and pulls the back of the head. And the right shoulder let the right shoulder allow for the movement. The right shoulder lift, your nose lift towards the ceiling. And back again. Starting position is to look down to the floor on your right side, and then the left hand reaches down. Your left shoulder pulls down, the left shoulder pulls on the neck. Right shoulder comes up. The nose is pointing towards the ceiling. do this a couple of times in your own speeds, or take a break and then try again. See how you become more and more aware and flexible, how everything starts to connect. And really important to point your awareness, not just a movement like dancing to the dance to the rhythm, but really think about the steps, the head to the right, pointing down to face the floor. Then awareness, move like a flashlight to your left shoulder pulls down, pulls on the neck, you feel the pull in your neck, you allow your right shoulder to lift, you allow your head to tilt, the back of your head suddenly points towards the floor on your left side, and then the nose is pointing upwards to the ceiling. So this awareness, this language, putting the movement into words is as important as the movement and the feeling and the sensing. It's a package of 4 key program: feeling, sensing, thinking, and movement. And these 4 keys make us feel so good, of course. Maybe there's more to it, but that's 4 important parts. All right, so how do you feel? How do you feel when you just sit and you look to the left and you look to the right? How does that feel? How smooth is it? How easy and joyful? How aware are you of yourself in this movement? All right, so that was the class for today. Thank you so much for watching and for your support. It's only because of you that these videos are possible, through your support. I hope you continue to support my production, my video production, my work in this field. We still need to get up. So where do you place your feet to get up? A good spot for your feet, and then a good spot for your head. How do you move to come up? And then you're up, and see how you're up, how your head is balanced, how your head can move from one shoulder to the other. So easy, so nice. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.